What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the legend, Las Vegas, Nevada, one of the coolest, most unique, incredible tourist destinations in the entire world. And I'm just finishing up my trip here, but I took in tons of video. I'm going to show you around some of the greatest things to do here in Las Vegas. Molly will be with me for most of the time. So let's go around. We're going to show you guys around, show you all the cool things to do, give our fair opinions on all of them, and let's check it out. Let's go things to do Las Vegas here. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the legend. I'm coming at you from the 51st floor on top of the Rio, about to do the Voodoo Zipline here, taking you from one tower to the other, the Soaring Eagle Zipline style ride. And I mean, come on, how cool does that look? Really, really neat. This is the first time I've seen one of these in such an awesome location. I've seen them in IAPA and I've seen them at like a small zoo, but this is the first time I've actually seen one in such an amazing location like this. And it seems like the perfect use for this kind of thing. And I mean, the view up here is just amazing too. You're really very much so on top of the world. You get the Las Vegas Strip over there behind you. And really, really neat. Las Vegas Strip, mountains, and a wild and crazy zipline adventure. There they're coming back on that trip. Really, really neat. This is one of the things when I was planning this trip to Las Vegas, like, man, I have to do this. And it looks so cool. I'm ready. I'm gonna go get in line because this looks pretty amazing. Whoa. That was freaky. Oh man.
People look like ants.
This is... Ah! Well, this is scarier than I thought it would be. Now I'm okay.
That was worse.
Yeah, we're right next to the sun.
We are. It's going backwards. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah. And it's weird, there's like nothing to hold on to in the middle.
No, there's nothing.
Man, this is freaking me out.
Going backwards is a lot freakier than forwards. You're here. Maybe we're not. Well, that was fun.
Freaky, very freaky.
It was more freaky going backwards than
I don't know, the
down.
whole thing kind of freaky. Look at how adorable that pool is.
It was.
Oh man.
That's fun.
Freaky, that was freaky, man.
It was really fun.
Well, we just got off, as you saw on our ride. I was actually a lot more scared than Molly was. It was really freaky because there's a handlebar on the left that you can hold onto, but there was no handlebar on the right, so I was kind of freaking out.
How is it?
And you could feel the movement a lot from the, like going up and down and bobbing and swaying, and it was freaky. I mean, it was amazing. I loved it. I would highly recommend doing it, but I was freaking out, in case you couldn't tell. Mom, what did you think?
I liked it. Going backwards was way scarier than going forward.
That and the braking mechanism was kind of weird.
The braking was freaky.
Yeah, and that said, really, really adorable pools here at the Rio. That sort of helped me out during my scaredness, was that I looked down and there was a pool shaped like a clownfish. That helped. But I gotta say, the pools here, beautiful. Like giant grotto kind of waterfall things. Really, really cool. I like their pools a lot. Then you got this kind of, I guess, like millionaire penthouse giant thing. We're not really sure what it is, but it looks very, very fancy. And here's them coming back up.
That was more.
Yeah. And then it's like you don't know, and you sort of really, really slow down right there, and you're like, is this okay? Is this not okay? And it goes so slow towards the end. Man, it was a straight up adrenaline rush. Beautiful scenery. And really, really cool going from one building to another. I highly recommend it. Plus you get to come up here and it's a really, really neat view of the Strip. You see how gigantic all the buildings are and how long the Strip is.
So we're on floor 51.
Yeah, floor 51. And there's
buildings are towering over you.
Absolutely. Alright guys, that'll do it for this one. If you have any questions about the ride, post in the comments. I'll try my best to get back to you. And I think it's time for In-N-Out Burger, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a nice way to calm down. So I wanted to film this too, because to get to the Voodoo Zipline, you take this really cool glass elevator, which travels really, really fast.
And you get a good view.
And you get a good view. And it's really cool going up. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be hanging off the top of a building at the... And my ears just popped. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this on the camera. I was freaking out on the ride, as you could tell, and I hurt a muscle in this leg. So that happened too. And a lovely elevator ride. And palm trees. And traffic. And done. What's up everybody, it's your boy The Legend coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here at the link. I'm getting ready to go on the High Roller, the world's tallest Ferris wheel, 550 feet tall. You travel in these really cool pods, and mine's gonna be really, really cool because I bought the unlimited happy hour bar pod package, so I'm gonna get a half an hour of open booze, see some incredible views. I am really, really excited. Let's do this thing. So we've got a model here in the queuing area. So there's a queue section for the High Roller, and this really cool model set up, and then I guess there's probably some sort of pre-ride information on it. Over here you got an artsy mural where you buy your tickets. Take a look here, show the prices. $27, you're here before 7. Happy half hour, which is what I'm doing, is $37. I don't know if that's an ad or not. But I'm on Groupon. I got 2 of these tickets for like 62, 65 bucks or something like that on Groupon. And that's a good deal for a half hour of open bar and the world's tallest Ferris wheel. So this is cool. After you go through the queuing area before you board, there's a sky lounge. So if you're not doing the bar pod like I am, you get your chance to pick up a cocktail before you go on board, and that's really, really cool. You get these specialty cocktails here for 11 bucks. These neat cups. And you know me, and through the internet, everyone, we're kind of souvenir cup guys. And check that out. They're little high roller balls, like the kind of things you ride in. I think that's really, really cool. They're a fine selection of chilled liqueurs there. Anyway, if you want the drinks, there's some prices for you. I've got mine on the Ferris wheel, but I mean, that souvenir cup, it's pretty sweet. Not something I need. Oh man, it looks like they have like add-ons for like little shots too. Very cool. So we're in an even larger queuing area. I guess they expected this thing to be really popular. Today we're here at like 1 in the afternoon. It's not, but they got kind of a 180-degree movie sort of acting. It's I guess sort of a pre-show / queue entertainment. But that's really, really neat. This is pretty fancy in here. All right, but obviously there's no waiting. I guess they have a pedestal for somebody to stand on. But right now it's the middle of the day. It's not too crowded. And we're not going to wait in all this line, but this movie's still kind of neat. Really cool. I love the pods themselves. You can see them here. This one's coming down now. And I know we're used to the Orlando Eye and the pods that they feature, but these are really, really cool. Those are more traditional pods, and this one is a very, very modern, very futuristic, and pretty awesome looking. I love this. The boarding area is outside here. And I love it, man. This is really, really neat. Here we go, a shot of the outside of the pods before I hop on in. But man, this is gonna be a good time. Now, if you were curious, here are the rules on not being an idiot on the bar pod. You must have a valid ID, so you gotta be over 21 to drink. Only 1 drink at a time, including non-alcoholic beverages. You gotta order your own drinks. Pretty much, I like number 7. Please refrain from going behind the bar. That's never a good idea. I'm ready. Let's do this thing. So this is the world's tallest Ferris wheel, but also has the world's simplest ride control panel. Not too many buttons there. And a phone. What's up everybody, we're here. We're on board, we're in the bar pod. I'm already 3 drinks in, and here's the view from this point. I gotta tell you, this thing is awesome. You got these screens here that'll show you information and stuff. Occasionally show you how high up you are. And then most importantly, check out the bar. You got some beers, but I don't care about that. Look at the liquors. And it's really good liquors. That's what's exciting for me. The liquors are so good. Grand Marnier, Bonitas, Jack, Beefeater, Malibu, Bacardi, Sky. It's really, really good quality liquors. It's great. I was expecting not so great liqueurs. It's wonderful. I'm already on drink 3. Let's keep doing this thing. I'll talk to you guys at the top. What's up, guys? We're almost to the top over here, and I just want to take this to show you all the view. It is pretty stunning. Just amazing for the mountains off in the distance to the giant casinos and hotels. It's really, really neat. I imagine you probably get a really cool view of the Bellagio fountains when they go off as well.
Oh yeah.
If you're at the right angle.
That would be fun. I don't know.
And I mean, it's really, really pretty from up here. I'm going to show you the other side too, just because. And you see how close the airport is to everything here in Las Vegas. And again, a cool view of the pods. I mean, this is really, really neat. Totally worth the $30. The view and the drinks. I don't golf, but I mean, if you did, that golf course looks pretty badass. And as tall as we are, we're still not as tall as the Stratosphere off in the distance. But that's, you know, an adventure for another day. There you go, that's the high roller. I'm gonna keep drinking. It was amazing, we'll talk about it in a minute, but I want to show you the nerd shot of look how far away we are from the support and how gigantic the support is for the world's tallest ferris wheel. I figured you guys would dig that. It's pretty amazing. And just like all rides, you must exit through the gift shop. High roller is a lot of fun. I'm going to show you some of the merchandise. And you actually got a large selection of really cool merchandise. You know, if you want the souvenir photo, they got frames, ornaments, snow globes. If you just want the souvenir glass, they've got it. This guy I like. I'm going between this guy here. That's pretty cool. The shot glass. Look at the shot glass. Shot glass is cool. They've got one of these. A lot of theme parks have these guys here, and they have one too. The cup that kind of moves as you turn around. Lenticular, I believe, is the word for that. I'm sorry, I just had 7 drinks on a Ferris wheel. Or you could buy a cow with a hat that says Las Vegas on it. Anyway, really cool stuff here. I mean, look at this. Look at those coffee mugs. Look how amazing those coffee mugs are. That's so cool. They've actually got really, really strong merchandise. This, you know, the fancy Starbucks style cup. Like, they have really, really strong merchandise here. Now, personally, because you know me, if you watched the videos before, I'm a sucker for merchandise. So I'm going between this guy, this paperweight here, that moves like that, or the smaller red one to put on my desk that moves like that. Also, this is really cool. Let me turn this on. Turning it on, and boom, there it goes. See, it changes color. How cool is that? That's really cool. Anyway, if you want your fair share of hats, they're here too. I mean, merchandise is actually really, really strong. I got Knicks colors. That's pretty sweet. You know me, I always wear the Yankee hat. So I don't need a new hat, but that was pretty sweet. I think I'm going to go with the brass bronze thing as my souvenir, but I'm not sure yet. And then a fine selection of, you know, sweatshirts and t-shirts and hat t-shirt combo things and lots of good stuff here at the High Roller gift shop. So Molly's here too, and I was about to leave the gift shop before she pointed me out this, a t-shirt, like a normal drunk, you know, white trash hat t-shirt. Says, "I'm not drunk, I'm just awesome, Las Vegas." But the cool part is, it's got its own bottle opener built into the shirt. That's really, really neat. Fun fact also, look, they have Molly-approved shot glasses. So I keep wanting to leave the gift shop, but I keep finding cool stuff. Like, look, check it out. It's like straight up glow merch like we have at Disney World. It's so cool. So we are all said and done here at the High Roller, the world's tallest observation Ferris wheel at the link. And it was spectacular, man. I loved it. Interesting thing about this is that the one in Orlando, it'll stop moving at some points to load and unload. This one doesn't, it continually loads, and it's amazing. I mean, for me, like 7 bar drinks in a half an hour and an incredible view of Las Vegas and the world's tallest Ferris wheel, monorail going by. I absolutely love this. I would recommend this to everybody coming to Las Vegas, especially if they're a boozer. And even if you're not, the view is just spectacular. Molly, what you think?
I thought it was really good. Better than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be, you know, horrible drink. Well,
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I was expecting, like, you know, hide the rum and have it be like this no-name brand or like Giro tequila that you would not know. But it was all name brand and quality rum. Grand Marnier, holy crap! And I absolutely love this. I would recommend this to everybody that comes to Vegas. If you're a fan of beer, check this out. Because I mean, the view of the city is spectacular. Their liquor selection is spectacular. So I highly recommend the High Roller. It's been one of my favorite things since we've been to Vegas. And we've got a couple days left, but I still enjoy it. Molly, any final thoughts for the peoples?
Do it.
Do it. There we go. It's really, really cool on every level. All right.
And you get to take off a drink.
Yeah, that's true. I've still got that. And I had to film in the gift shop. Anyway, thank you guys. If you got any questions, put them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you very much. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, The Legend, and if you can't tell, well, I'm here on top of the Stratosphere Tower for a little tour and review video, starting off with all the different rides. The first one is Extreme, this giant, crazy seesaw boat. The thrilling part, you look right over the building like that. I've been on all three rides now, and this one I thought this was the scariest ride for me. That it's got the real fear of death moment when you're coming to the end of the seesaw, and freaky, straight up, freaky, scary. I was really nervous on this one. Molly, you didn't mind this one?
No, I did not.
No.
I thought I would, but I did not.
Yeah, this one scared me pretty good. Like, you know it's completely safe, but you know there's always that doubt in your mind that you're gonna not stop and just go on the seesaw of doom and fly
You
way.
seesaw more than I thought you would.
Yeah, you did. But again, it's just amazing. Whew. I'm a little bummed we didn't get to ride in the front row. There's always like a couple of cycle wait to go in the front row. Maybe later. We're not quite done here at the Stratosphere yet. But that's the first of the three rides. They're all awesome. This one had me by far the most scared. Let's go check out Insanity. So the second ride here is Insanity at the Stratosphere, and it's this crazy arm that you start over here and then you move over there, and it was really freaky. Molly, this was the you thought this was the scariest one of these?
Yeah.
Me, I was more scared on the seesaw, but it's a really odd view because you look straight down and you're not in like the pretty part. You're seeing like this part of the strip over here, but it's just like the weird vertigo sensation you get. Definitely very.
Sounded like it was unique.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. And it's also, this would be a terrible ride if it was not on the side of a building because it does nothing really.
It would also be terrible after a couple of years.
Yes, and that's the thing with this one. If you puke, you're puking 107 stories down on somebody or some car or something. And there you go. That's a good shot of how steep you go. I think it's like a 30-degree angle. And this is probably my least favorite. I was more freaked out on the seesaw, but I don't know. I think it was my least favorite out of the rides. Molly, probably your least favorite and most scary, right?
Most scary, least favorite.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that's Insanity. Let's go and show you the big shot to finish up here at the Stratosphere. Cool view. Cool. And last but not least is the Big Shot, the third and final ride, also one of the original rides here on the Stratosphere. And this was my favorite, definitely. I think it's the best ride overall, and it's just a lot of fun. It's your standard kind of S&S tower, so if you've been to a lot of theme parks, well, you've probably been on one of these before. You know, something like Dr. Doom's Fearfall, Islands of Adventure, and plenty other ones. Power Tower at Cedar Point. And there you go. And it's really cool because you honestly feel like you're on top of the world. And you get a nice couple pops of airtime too at the top, which is kind of freaky, having airtime moments 100 feet off the ground. And there's different sides too, so you got to do it once facing this way. You got to do it once facing the strip over here. So that was definitely my favorite. Molly, what do you think?
I liked it. I forgot how much airtime and the noise it'd be.
Yeah, took her kind of by surprise, but I like that. Now, one thing we will not be doing today, and I'll show you this over here, and that is like the not really a ride, but like the thrill experience kind of thing. and that is their sky jump, which is these cable systems over here. They're decelerated jump off the stratosphere kind of thing. So it's a decelerated free fall. You get strapped in there like that girl's going, and you have to physically jump off the building, like she did. And it looks thrilling. It also looks terrifying. I know Toronto Josh did it on our channel, not on our channel, but on his channel. And so I've known people that have done it. They say it's amazing, but it's also like 120 bucks. So it looks cool, but that's you know, you might have a heart attack, and your wallet might have a heart attack too. But it looks awesome. So the thing I really like about the Stratosphere, yes, it's in a poor location. It's not the nicest place, but the thrill rides and stuff are incredibly amazing. These are things you can only find here. They only make sense. You know, I mean, there's no other tower in the world with these kind of rides on top that I'm aware of. So I mean, it's such an adrenaline rush. Got me shaking, scared, that kind of thing. You could probably go for a beer or two right now. Molly, some final thoughts on the Stratosphere?
I liked it. It was definitely something different. Out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, absolutely up in the middle of nowhere. All right, well, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, post them in the thing, and I'll get back. Hey everyone, it's Legend. I'm here at the Secret Garden of Siegfried and Roy, the little kind of mini zoo they have here at the Mirage Hotel and Casino. And they've got two giant parts of the zoo. The first is this series of massive pools they have with dolphins in them. And who doesn't love dolphins? See, they're all playing around over there, playing chase each other dolphins. And really cool. And we've been here for a little bit, and the dolphins have all sorts of toys and stuff they can play with. Try and get that on camera in a little bit, but as of right now, it's just some giant pools. We got some underwater viewing too, and a bunch of happy dolphins. Look at all the happy dolphins. They're all lined up, getting ready to eat some fish. Yay! So every half an hour here they do dolphin training exercises where they show them how you feed the dolphins and do some other different things. I just thought it was really cute, them all lined up like friends. So the trainers just threw in this giant blue ball, and now the dolphins are playing with that, which is super adorable.
Alright, hello everyone, my name's Erica. I'm the dolphin surgeon. This is Sophie in front of me.
So this I never knew before. Apparently dolphins like ice.
She is 9 years old. She's been here a little over a year now. She's from SeaWorld San Diego. That's where she was born. Then we have Duchess, Huff and Puff, and Bella. Huff and Puff and Bella were born here. Duchess is their mother.
This is really cute.
So it's actually 3 generations.
There goes the ice.
Now you'll notice Sandy's got a couple buckets there, and actually...
So we're now at the underwater viewing area, where you can see the dolphins diving and playing with their toys, which is super adorable. There he goes. He got his toy. Now he's diving with his toy. Yay! Oh, don't lose your toys, dolphins. Look how cute that is. Just bouncing it with his nose. Oh, now he's got it in his mouth. Really cool. And definitely from here you can tell these dolphins have a very, very large area to play in. So they've got this tank here, and actually behind me, they have another large tank that they're doing some just a safety procedure in right now, but they have you can see the diver in there just making sure there's nothing in there that's unsafe for the dolphins. But they have another giant tank over here. And then I believe they have a third tank too, it just doesn't have an underwater viewing area. So they have a pretty...
This is one tank. It's called the main tank.
But they're so cute playing with their toys over there. So in the back part, it's more of a zoo where they have their white tigers and white lions. And look how adorable the sleeping white lion is. He's just a big sleepy lion. That's it. I mean, they're sleeping now, but their exhibit here is beautiful. Goes all the way down there, and the animals and stuff are really, really pretty too.
I feel like they're really close.
Oh, he woke up. Somebody pissed him off. Oh, no, not worth it. I'm probably going to go back to lion sleep, aren't I? Yep, back to lion sleep. In the back section here, they have a really pretty leopard who's kind of doing his posing struts. Right here in the front of his inhabitant. Beautiful animal here. Really pretty. So one of the white lions set up, and he's licking himself, and he's just adorable and has the biggest tongue ever. Look at him. They're so cute. They really look fake, but they're not. Now he's lying on his back doing adorable cat stuff. Look at him. Scratchy, scratchy, scratch, scratch, scratch. It's pretty much the cutest thing ever. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a Siegfried and Roy exhibit without having, of course, the famous white tigers. Because they have a whole bunch of them in most of the exhibits. And this guy here, he's just doing the white tiger pose. He's like a postcard tiger. And then his good friends up there are just sleeping on a log. Look how cool he is, though. Of course, my camera wants to. There we go. That's the look I'm going for. Seems interested in something. Don't think it's me. But again, another pretty exhibit too. You know, big giant waterfall. I guess the tiger wants to go play over there in a waterfall. But if not, he's gonna hang on a post. So I said the other guy was the postcard tiger, but this guy might give him a run for the money. Hanging out on a log. Uh-oh, he's getting up. Time to do tiger stuff. Also, this is a gigantic tiger. Very, very big. Oh, nope. He's just going to hide in the back camera angle for me. That's what he wants to do. He's just now posing on that rock. So I thought this really cool. We were talking about some of the hosts and hostesses here, and these white lions actually used to be in the Siegfried and Roy show a long time ago, back when it was a thing. And I thought that was really, really cool. Then I asked questions too, because she was a very nice lady, about how Siegfried and Roy used to have have white tigers be half at their place and half here. Now Siegfried and Roy, because they're like 70, they've only got like alpacas and snow leopards, and all the tigers stay here. And then at night they take the tigers back to their compound, which is like a 3-acre indoor-outdoor pot where all the tigers can go play. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Also, some of the idiots around me have been annoying this tiger, and this lion, I'm sorry, and he just roared, and that was really, really cool. But I thought that was some really interesting facts. I see it like that. And by the way, being this close to a tiger is pissed off, lion who's pissed off, kind of frightening. But he's very, very pretty. Well, that'll do it for the Siegfried and Roy Secret Garden here at the Mirage. And it's kind of a tough call here, because on one hand I loved it. The animals were beautiful, and the exhibits were cool. The dolphins were so friendly. The white lion was amazing to see them up close. But, you know, it was about $20 for something that takes about an hour to go see. So it's really kind of a half and half whether I could recommend it or not. Now, we came here with a discount from the My Vegas app game, so we only paid $10 a piece. So, you know, if you have points on that, it's probably a good option. But it is definitely a little bit pricey. But seeing the dolphins play with the toys and the white lion, for me, being a big animal lover, I'd probably recommend it. Molly, what are your thoughts and review on
I recommend it. The white lion was awesome. And if I had to choose this or the aquarium, I would choose this.
Yeah, we went to the Shark Reef Aquarium at the Mandalay Bay, and kind of the same kind of idea. It's about the same kind of cost, same amount of time. Now, what about this or the Adventuredome?
Yes, definitely.
Anything better than the Adventuredome. She would want to go in that gift shop there and pay $4.25 for a bottle of water rather than go back to the Adventuredome, the worst place in Vegas. Anyway, very pretty if you're an animal lover, and especially for the white lions, because that's something you don't get to see very often. And even it doesn't feel like your ordinary zoo. Like there is not like giant railings or anything between you and the dolphins, so it definitely has a bit of a different feel. And obviously there's no dolphins over here now because they're all playing in that pool over here. But so that's kind of our thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section here. I'll do my best to get back to you. And we'll see you next time. What's up, everybody? It's your boy the Legend, and I'm here at the Adventuredome. This place really kind of sucks, and I'm gonna tell you why. Man, I have not had fun here, dude. This is my 4th or 5th day in Vegas, and this place is just—it's not cool. The operations are beyond horrendous. The employees are terrible. The rides are genuinely outdated. The place is not kept up. But I am going to go around and show you around. Like $32 for an all-day wristband, and most of the rides are not good at all. They have the El Loco coaster, which is a new S&S model, and that's actually a decent ride, but everything else is not good. You got a State Fair model of Slingshot right there, which is, I mean, it's not bad, but it's something you find at Traveling Fair. Same with the balloon Ferris wheel. We'll wander around here, going to show you guys around. $32 for your all-day pass. If you want to just come in and do any of the roller coasters, it's about $9. And I mean, it's not that it doesn't have some redeeming stuff, but it's not good. Filled with trashy people is one thing. And I mean, you're in Vegas, you see a lot of anything from like the really classic casinos to really trashy casinos, and this is the trashiest people I've seen in Las Vegas. I've seen right here, and I went to Fremont Street, so don't think I didn't make my way around. We're in the extreme zone area where there's nothing but you know, crappy merchants selling stuff. You can see the Canyon Blaster, which is an old Arrow Looper design, which by now has gotten really rough, just like any of the Arrow Loopers. I don't personally hate this as much as a lot of people do, only because it's designed in and around this giant fake mountain range, which I think is really, really kind of cool concept. And I mean, the park itself, when you're walking around, besides the trashy stuff they added like this, is not particularly ugly. Like the theme itself, the original theme. Especially like the mountains are really, really cool. And the roller coaster dives in the mountain, like that kind of stuff, really kind of neat. But then you get to other things like this. The Happy Feet 4D movie, which apparently at one time had 3 theaters and now is only running 1 unless it's a holiday weekend. I asked the ride op what their hourly throughput was. She told me 100 to 140 people an hour. 100 to 140 people an hour? Are you serious? That is the worst in, I think, the history of theme parks. Like, really? I can't think of anything that I've been to that puts through 100 to 140 people an hour. Unless it's a holiday weekend. The line was like 30 to 40 minutes long for the thing, and they didn't run 2 trains because it wasn't a holiday weekend. Like, you are ridiculous! Ridiculous! Like, no wonder why your casino and hotel's a dump. Moving on, there's more trashy shit over here. Yep, there's that. We're coming into the kids' corner here, which is themed by a Zoltar machine and a neon cloud. I'm not really sure. A couple of kids' rides here. The BC bus, which is got that groovy dinosaur guy on it. The Roadrunner, which is a mini Himalaya. And then you've got a minor mic. Over there. Again, like, dude, I am one of the biggest theme park fans in the world. I do this. I posted, you know, me and the guys here, we posted over 1,000 videos on the internet. So I know theme parks like the back of my hand. Second of all, I mean, come on, look at this side. Hop on over to our new ride, Frog Hopper. The Frog Hopper's been in existence for like 20 years now. I have no doubt that this is not their new ride. And, oh man, I do not recommend this place. If you're coming to Vegas, I understand you might want the credits, but just don't do it. First of all, it's nowhere near anything else on the strip. So if you're coming here, you have to make a special trip to come here. And I mean, maybe I did it with the Stratosphere in the same day. And at least the Stratosphere stuff was kind of cool. Their ops were decent. And like, I mean, over here, look at their Chaos ride. First of all, oh my gosh, a park still actually has a chance Chaos running, but every 3rd cabin is the only thing's operating. You know, the ride is running at below half capacity with a full queue. I mean, it's ridiculous. Cool idea here of how the Canyon Blaster sort of runs around the theme park. And they also have really old arcade games, like the Star Wars Trilogy arcade, which for me I find kind of neat, because, you know, I'm an 80s baby, so that was like the cool game when I was 10. Now, if I was any of these kids, it would not be a cool game. It would be a highly outdated game. Also, if you're curious what the Animal World Safari was, well, I'm going to show you because this is a hoot. It's that those creatures there. What I find interesting too is you can see El Loco, which is their new coaster, which is actually the only ride in the park that's half decent. But to take it out, they put in they took out their big log flume shoot the shoot style ride, and in certain parts you can actually still see the trough from the shoot the shoots ride and like the lift mechanism because they didn't take it out. But that's what you do when you're a classy establishment like the Adventuredome. That single's running around. But yeah, this place is pretty freaking terrible. Don't come here. When you're in Vegas, go anywhere else. And I mean anywhere else. If I could get the $32 and 2 hours back that I've wasted here in the Adventuredome, I would totally do it. There's been nothing in Las Vegas I've done, and a lot of things in Vegas are expensive, that I've said like, man, that was not worth it as much as my trip here to the Adventuredome. Apparently there's a Batman laser challenge, which is over there. It looks awful, like everything else here at the Adventuredome. Moving along, more arcade games everywhere because nothing says classy establishment like having arcade games every 4 feet. Yep, that's this place for you. I really do not care for it. And Molly, who is in the bathroom or something right now, man, she's gonna kill me that I took her here. Holy crap. More Midway games everywhere. Apparently that guy needs to go to the bathroom. But Midway games everywhere, no surprise. And man, not cool, guys. Don't do it. If you're thinking about coming to Vegas, I've had a good time. This is my last day. I gotta head to the airport in about 3 hours or so. Don't come to the Adventuredome. Don't waste your time. Don't do Circus. And I mean, come on, look how crappy these bumper cars look. They're not loading guests. They're just 2 ride ops confused right now on what's going on. I mean, come on. There's no surprise here with the ops of the Adventuredome. I will say this. I'll give them some credit. El Loco is pretty awesome. Onboard audio does not work. It worked out of like 1 of 4 speakers. But the ride itself, the drop layout, actually the ride looks down right now, and it's been down pretty much all day. I got to ride it during so I guess 15 minutes of operation. And no surprise you can't operate your newest ride, because that's what you expect here at the Adventuredome. Oh no, there it goes. All right, take that back. Really cool ride. Drops are awesome. Loops. This outward bank turn over here. El Loco is really cool, but not worth the trip to the Adventuredome, even for El Loco, which is a cool coaster. The guys at SNS did a good job with it. Good ride. Outward bank turn right there was awesome. So this is a cool ride, but the rest of the park, I mean, do not waste your time with a big exclamation point. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not worth it. Moving on, I'm not showing you rides or any cool stuff. I'm just walking past more crane games, more Midway games. Mob of people. Moving on here, over by the El Loco is the Sand Pirate, which is a very, very tame-looking swinging ship ride, which is fine, because, you know, little kids need a swinging ship ride too. More Midway games, more King games. Yep, that's the Adventuredome. Big ball of fun. First drop on El Loco is badass, though. Check this out. Boom. That's at least cool. Anyway, coming along here. We got that closed for a private event, even though there's been no private event all day long. It's closed. Got a snack bar, and guess what's got a really long line? The snack bar, probably because, oh look, it's got about 2 people working on it. That's a good investment there. Again, I wouldn't expect anything less from the Adventuredome. Full queue. Also, I mean, I love professional wrestling, so I got a kick out of this, but they still have a Sega Royal Rumble game. Look at some of the wrestlers on here. Matt and Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, The Godfather, Al Snow, The Undertaker Kane, Stone Cold Steve Austin, D'Lo Brown, Rikishi, X-Pac, game operating anywhere. They do have a different theater that shows 4D movies. That I'm kind of bummed because every time I walk by, it was showing Dora and Diego instead of SpongeBob, and I want to see a SpongeBob movie, but it was never playing. Probably because I'm at the Adventuredome and it's terrible. There's the inverter. One of the worst flat rides ever made. Also, the only park that I think, much like the Chaos, still has an inverter left is this one here. Disco actually might be the second best ride in the park, and that's not really saying a whole lot about your park. Nope, not at all. So there it is. That is the Legends tour review of the Adventuredome. But don't worry, Mr. Fuzzy's next show begins in 0 minutes. In the end, I really did not care for it here. Recommend it to absolutely no one at all. Unless you want to buy creepy knockoff kids masks. Yeah, I recommend for nobody at all. Don't do it. Under no point in time or circumstance come here to this terrible, terrible place. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the review, and thank you all for watching. Also, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know I'm not overly negative at all. Very rarely would this ever happen, and it's just, I've had that bad of an experience here today. Goodbye, Adventuredome. I will never be back. Never. Horrible place. Painfully bad. What's up, everybody? It's your brother Legend. I'm here at the Mandalay Bay, about to go into the Shark Reef Aquarium. I'm excited. I love animals, so I'm really excited about this one. Go up that elevator in just a moment. So you're greeting the Shark Reef. It's really, really cool tropical elevator thing. You go past the little tiki guys, and it's really neat. Cool entrance. Creepy dude. And there's where you're giving your ticket. So just inside the entrance area here, there's like this really cool themed hallway with these awesome alligator statues overlooking it. So far, we haven't even really got in yet, but the level of theme is top notch. Just a reminder, do not look into the eyes of Mara. No surprise, after the statues, the first exhibit is a crocodile. A really cool looking crocodile. This awesome tail. And I like how he squeezed his crocodile long skinny nose perfectly in that rock there. So I think one of the coolest animals to see at zoos here are the Komodo dragon. And unfortunately he's not moving around. When they're moving around they straight up look like Godzilla, and it's really amazing. This guy, well, he's sleepy. And he's also got really, really weird feet. So this is kind of a neat exhibit here just because of the design, where you could really reach right over and touch it. You're not supposed to, and I would not advise that because these guys look sharp, but the design of the exhibit is really, really cool. And it's all these little tiny fish guys here. The African chichilies. Thought that's kind of neat. On the list of things I'm not a fan of, snakes would be one of them. Also spiders. I mean, it's kind of neat how he's in his like cinnamon bun formation. And Molly liked it that he's shedding his skin. I think it's kind of gross and just makes snakes even scarier. Molly thinks it's cool.
Nice.
Quite on the opposite of snakes is something most people don't like. Everybody likes turtles. Hey, buddy. Although they have a lot of animals in what seems to be a rather small pen here. But they're cool turtles. In this tank we have some big ass fish. Some size comparison. There's Molly. And there's the fish. No, Molly, I needed you there. Now people know how big these fish are. Kind of look like something you see on SpongeBob. Oh man, and here's a really big fish. Look at this guy. That's something. Piranhas. Again, another cool exhibit here. You got a fountain dripping on this Mayan god's face. flower pots floating in the inhabitants, and piranhas.
No, it doesn't look like it has teeth. Maybe.
Cool, guys. We can get a really good view of these fish. Also, if you ever wanted to waste 2 hours of your life on a hilariously bad horror movie, check out Piranha 3 Double D. It's something.
Horrible.
So this is one of the cooler exhibits yet. They got all these tiny sharks, these little tiny hammerhead sharks, and they're really cool. They're fast. I wish I could tell you exactly what they were, but there's hardly any signs, so I don't really know what they are besides sharks. But they're really neat. I wish they would have more signs or more people that would tell you all about the fish, because there's there's some nice theming, but not really any signs. But they are cool. Yeah. Now, one thing this aquarium is filled with is like really weird statues. And you got this guy here who's, I think, a pregnant lady. And then things like this, which looks to be some sort of a hand or tentacle, or wieners or something. I'm not really sure what that is. But lots of weird statues. And it's not an aquarium without one of these. You gotta have one of these. Big walking tunnel. I think it's the same mini sharks we saw from the other side.
I think it's the same tank.
Yeah.
Max.
Yep, same tank. But the cool bubble tank. I really like these guys. I don't know why, but I think they're cool fish. They're still in the dome tank. But these guys are cool. They're probably pals. Fish pals. Unicorn fish! I'm not sure what the unicorn fish is doing. Is he like scratching his belly or something? Or did he get stuck?
I don't think he got stuck.
Okay, bye unicorn fish. Over here there's lionfish, which are some of the prettiest fish you'll ever see in any aquarium. They have a whole bunch of them. But they are so cool. Also in this same exhibit is a touch tank. If you want to touch a stingray, you can do that over there. But for me, I did the lionfish. Here at the jellyfish tank, and they've got a really cool, it's like this big circular tank where there's still a couple different colored lights, so it's really kind of trippy. So this guy might be the ugliest fish I've ever seen in my entire life. But he's also in there with stingrays, who always look like they're smiling and flying.
Staring away from their eyes and their tails. If you see our big boy that is coming right toward me, please do not touch him. Finger touch at all times.
In this tank are some of the biggest starfish I've ever seen in my entire life. So I missed this earlier, but look at how many starfish are in that corner. Holy cow. So this is another really cool exhibit here at this shark reef, and it's done up like a sunken ship, or you're in the belly of a ship. How cool is that? Level of theming here, very cool. I'm totally digging that. So this is actually really neat. They have this giant tablet PC kind of thing set up, and Molly, show them how it works.
You can educate yourself about the animals. Click one, brings up the picture, and you want to learn more facts.
Yeah, it's really neat.
There's also like question and answer. If you're interested in jellyfish, what does jellyfish eat?
It's really cool. And list all the different exhibits. It's a really cool touchscreen technology here at the Shark Reef.
And if you want to know where you are.
You are here at Shipwreck. And you passed octopus, even though I didn't see any octopus.
That was a starfish.
Yeah, but there should have been octopus.
Starfish.
So we're still in the Shipwreck exhibit, and you can see here when it goes into the exhibit, like that. But this is really, you look above you, and you can see the fish and stuff. and then you look below you, and there's no fish down there, but it's the aquarium too. So it's a very, very neat aquarium setup. Really, really fascinating exhibit. I imagine this is a room they also probably rent out for a lot of private events. And I mean, man, you put a bar in here, you could have me here all day long. Sharks! So we're here in the big tank, and it's really impressive. They have
a swordfish shark.
Yeah, they have a ton of sharks in here. And a lot of times when you go to the zoo or the aquarium, the shark tank isn't so deep, but I mean, this is a very big, very, very deep tank for them. And they've got a giant sea turtle that my camera won't zoom in on. He's over there. So I was wrong, there's actually 2 sea turtles. That guy there, and this guy here, and they're gigantic sea turtles too. Really, really cool. We get another view of the big tank, which is really cool. Another one of these with like 360 degrees all around. And there goes Molly's favorite, the big giant swordfish. Very, very cool room. Sea turtle! So being a theming puff and a big nerd, even the theming on the stairs here is amazing. Look how the snake is worked into the railing. They've got these crazy kind of demon dudes and fish. And what is, I guess, the exit hallway. Up top you got snakes. Which ones?
These.
They're clearly big-nosed fish. Yes. But again, some really, really cool detail here at the Shark Reef. And like all attractions, it must exit through a gift shop. This is Molly's favorite shirt. Yeah, I mustache you to dinner. With the shark with a mustache. It took her a couple minutes to get it, but she's been laughing ever since she figured it out. So this here might be the dumbest t-shirt I have ever seen. Ever. Worse than the mustache one. So we're heading on out of the Shark Reef, and sort of mixed feelings here. Because it was a very, very cool aquarium, but it was only about a half an hour that we spent in there. Admission price is $18, so $18 for a half an hour of entertainment is, you know, a little bit much there. But it's a tough call, because I mean, the exhibits were beautiful. The level of theming was very, very, very strong. Some of the animal exhibits were great. I like how it sort of had a theme of it was mostly predator based, as opposed to most zoos show you everything. This one had a theme. But I will say the line to get in was very long. Line to buy tickets was very long. I think we waited in line to buy tickets for about as long as we were in the actual exhibit. So I kind of have mixed feelings on this one. I definitely like the Mandalay Bay. It's one of my favorite casino and resorts in Vegas. But the Shark Reef, it's tough to recommend. Like if you have kids and you're in Vegas, I would definitely recommend it. I'm not sure if I would recommend it otherwise.
Great theming though.
Oh yeah,
That was my favorite part.
It had great theming and it was beautiful. So it wasn't like a waste of $18. It's just like, you know, you're gonna spend a lot of time waiting in the line, especially on a Saturday.
And they said that it goes all the way back to the wedding chapel.
Yeah, sometimes it goes like all the way back there. So lines here get pretty long, but I mean, I enjoyed it. We had half-price tickets thanks to one of the blackjack app game things, so we didn't pay quite as much, and I was fine paying the $9. Had I paid more, I might have not been so happy, but I enjoyed myself. I thought it was pretty neat for what I paid. Would I go back? Probably not. Molly, what are your final thoughts?
Pretty much the same. I love the theming, one of the best themed aquariums I've been to. But
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go back unless I had kids.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of kids, we don't have kids, but show them the onesie we bought from In-N-Out Burger. How adorable is this? This has nothing to do with anything, but it's just like the cutest thing. Huh? You like that? Of course you do. It's adorable. All right, well, I guess we'll be signing off here from the Mandalay Bay, which I would say if you get the chance to come to the Mandalay Bay, because it's a cool place to come and check out. And thanks for listening. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section. I'll do my best to try and get back to them.
live mindfully here in your home. Behold our crystal, from my children, I must choose a successor, but power has seduced them. I have lost command. They misuse our magic crystal. They destroy our precious land. And I, daughter of water, rules the ocean and the grave. Darkness, son of fire, wields the fury of all flames. I hold on them now, and I praise us. With an angry triumph, she scatters the time, coaxing waves to dance. Her eyes are the color of the sea's great slave. Her head is dusted gold from the ocean's floor.
Dear Father, I deserve your throne. Choose me. I quench deserts by digging the sky. I put out fires with the wink of my eye. Come out, brother, from wherever you hide. Try to survive the wrath of this time.
Be still, alive. Put your childish ways to rest. Darkness, my son, I'm born now. Behold, darkness, his fingers are made of flint, his eyes are the color of flint, his heart burns on ambrosia ore.
Hail, Father, choose me to inherit the throne. My fire conquers the darkest night and kisses each day with brilliant light. Poor sister, your precious axe is melting.